Which of these evolutions in automation have been the most impactful and beneficial for children and their families?
Well, it's the ability to share blood glucose information in real time or near real time that has moved things forward. We've had insulin pumps for 40, 45 years already. And so we've had more easier ways, you want to call it easier. It really wasn't easy in the early days to give insulin to a pump compared to it is now. But it's that data stream that comes in and then knowing how to pick out the salient pieces of information from that data. And when I describe sugar surfing, it's looking at the pattern management of the blood glucose trend lines that gives you some immediate heads up as to what you need to be doing. You know, if your trend line is going fairly steadily, then, and it's in a range you're pleased with, then no action is needed. Yet you have done an assessment. You have looked at your glucose sensor, you've assessed it and said, I don't need to do anything. On the other hand, if you see a trending blood sugar that's going up at a certain rate, you have to make a decision. Is that trending fast enough for me to act now or slow enough that I'll just come back and look at it again in about 20 minutes? Again, that's a decision. That's a management decision. So it seems so casual. It seems so easy to do. And it is, because people do it all the time and everything else you do, right? You glance at your watch and say, do I have time to do this last question or not? Yeah, we can ask 2 more questions in this time. So you make an on-the-spot decision. Same thing with this. You're making decisions based on trending information, based on these trend lines, not necessarily the absolute number that you see on the screen or the arrow, the shape of the trend line. And sugar surfing is all about pattern recognition. It's immediate pattern recognition. Is it going up? Is it going sideways? Is it going down? And you're coupling that with what you know you're doing or what you just did in the last 10, 15 minutes, which we all know because it's in our random access memory. And we make a quick decision. Do we act? Do we not act? Do we just kind of hold tight? You know, it's like playing a game of glycemic poker, right? You know, do I hold my cards? Do I trade one in? Do I change something? And it's a decision-making process, like any other decision-making process you would be engaged in. Driving a car is another example.